tell me what it means, as far as you're concerned, to be a business English teacher.
Okay. To be a business English teacher, well, I would say the most important thing is to assess each of the students we get individually, because the important thing on the business courses is that you get people from all different walks of life, each with their own expectations of what they want to achieve from a 2-week course, and therefore we need to look at what they want and what they can reasonably achieve in the time that they're allowed here, so that we can focus as much as possible on the things that are required for them, whether that be basic grammar, but more often it's communicative skills that are the key thing for them, rather than the focus on the grammar. We obviously include that, but they need to be able to communicate with people around the world, often not native speakers, who similarly make lots of errors in the grammar, and the key thing is to be understood and to communicate your whatever it might be, your product, your service, and so forth.
Right. So these are going to be typically perhaps in sales, or?
No, we get people from all areas of business, and also professional people as well, in the sense that we do business and English for professional purposes. So we get people such as doctors, directors of companies, sales, bankers, you name it, they come. They're all different sorts of people, from all different sorts of companies. So we get a lot of pharmacists, etc., and things of that kind.
Yes. A business English student typically is a little older, but typically they will be a little older and a little more mature, and typically have a shorter period with more focus.
Exactly that. I think the average age, if I recall correctly, is about 42 to 45, around that sort of age group. We don't accept anyone under the age of 23 on the business courses, mainly because they may have had sort of theoretical education, but they haven't had any real experience, and it's unusual that they work in a business class. And yes, we then have to focus particularly on what they want, because they're only here for a short period of time. Within the limitations of the course they choose, clearly, because if it's a group course you can't focus on each person's needs, you have to have a global aim within the course, so, which is normally, as I said, improving their general fluency during it, and very often bolstering their confidence. So we get many students who actually have quite a good level of English, but lack the confidence, and in a 2-week period, because the typical stay for a business student is about 2 weeks. I mean, some stay one, some stay for considerably more, but on average it's 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, getting confidence is an important thing for them, just to feel that they can get up in front of a group of people and speak in English and present a product, or, as I said, whatever it might be. As you probably know, the business courses are run on a separate timetable from the general course classes. So therefore, at the break times, for example, they have the opportunity to socialise and meet the other students on the business courses. We also offer business students the possibility of going to lunch with a teacher. And of course, in that case, they go to a local restaurant, cafe, whatever, and they have the opportunity to use English in a social situation with other business people. And the teacher is there to prompt and to maintain conversation, obviously. So they have that sort of, and I'm sure they make business contacts as well. I mean, networking into the modern world is one of the key things of life, isn't it? The majority of the teachers who teach on the business courses specialise in that. They often have experience in industry or business themselves, so they're able to bring that knowledge to the classroom.
As you did, as you were saying.
As I did, because I've worked in a number of different companies and so forth. So you don't have to have worked at a high level to have understood how a company works, for example. But all of that experience helps in a classroom. And of course, when you focus on business language, some people feel less confident with that type of language, although in reality, clearly, when we talk about business English and general English, they're one and the same thing. It's just the use of it that you're changing a little bit.